behind. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. Crank it up. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Okay, I can't do that intro. I'm sorry. I don't need to get copyright striked here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here live to PTM Racing TV here as we are showcasing out at Phoenix International Raceway. Yes, this is old Phoenix. And today, the Pit Stop Race Series bring you... That's right, the Wheelen Modified Tour Series, a brand new series we have yet to showcase on this show. Well, that has now changed, my friends. We've seen SKs go around, but we've yet to see the Wheelen Modified boys showcase their speed and power. I think we may be in for a little bit of a treat. These bad boys can kick some speed up as much as they can push it to your limit. And they are known to have a few bumper encounters and get them just a little bit more offsetted as the race follows in line. With that said, though, we've got ourselves a long road ahead, so let's take a look at our driver lineup today. With, of course, a few heavy hitters in there with Robert Kahn, the Rattlesnake, Blake Treywick there, Eric Blount, Michael Pratt, Mike Rideout, Steve Rada, and Ray Radford. The 7 so far that have been able to make it to the show. With that said, too, we'll talk to the guy that's gone right now with 2 wins to his name here, the Rattlesnake himself, Robert Kahn. And Kahn, bit of a new car here. That's kind of figure out. You've been dominating in the faster boys like those Gen 4s and including those Arcas. What now you have to do to kind of modify yourself up to a modified car?
It's quite a bit different. There's not much tire wear to them, and I feel like you can. I just did about a 35 lap run, and I only scrubbed maybe 10th and a half off my fastest time. So I think it's just going to be aggressive, fast as you can, and make moves while they present. These cars also. I think you're going to see a little bit of bumping and banging because you can really lay a hit to a back bumper pretty hard, and it doesn't move the car too much. So I think you're in for a good race.
Yeah, very good race, a hard race. Obviously, this is a little bit of a bigger track than these cars usually run on here. What does that kind of mean and set for you guys in terms of having to try to dictate the pace?
There's a lot of on throttle time. That's the only thing that's I think is going to keep the pack close, is because you're off the throttle a little bit in 1 and 2, and then just maybe a couple seconds in 3 and 4. So I think that's going to keep everyone close, and the draft is really huge here. So second place car is going to have a big advantage.
For sure there. All right, well, Colin, best of luck down there today, bud.
Hey, thanks, man.
The Rattlesnake, Robert Kahn on the line there. We'll now go ahead and chat up here with Eric Blount, piloting the number 6 today. Eric, we just talked with some of the other drivers about this, and obviously this car, a whole different little setup and different style, but for them, it seems to be more about keeping the power, keeping the speed. What's that kind of mean for you here, considering you guys have been so used to that tire wear as well with those normal Fender cars?
Yeah, I'm kind of used to that kind of wear, but you know, we're gonna have to see how this plays out. I mean, these cars are a whole different animal.
Whole different animal, a whole lot of fun and a little bit more troublesome for others. For you, what's the main thing you're going to kind of focus on, try to watch out for today in this car?
Being that it's an open wheel, keeping the wheels off the wall. I mean, that wall, once you even get close, it just snatches you in, drags the car in, and once you get wheel damage, you're screwed.
All right, for sure there. Well, Blind, we do appreciate your time down there. Good luck as you get ready to write some out today.
Thank you guys and everything you do in the booth.
Thank you. Eric Blount, ladies and gentlemen, in the number 6 today. And that's pretty much all the drivers we have to talk with here. Mike suggested that we don't talk with him on the call there, so we'll leave him be. So right now, 4 minutes left on the clock here. Let's take a look real quick at our track tech talk, shall we? Let's take a look at this place here. This is Phoenix International Raceway, my personal favorite of the Phoenix tracks. It's a tight groove. It's a lower bank, but it's a stable banked track. And again, there are no open dog legs here. You only have one thing to your name: drive the wheels off it and find the right lines to strike. It's not the greatest track in the world, but in my opinion anyway, it is an extremely versatile and tough track to tame. And in my also humble opinion, I think it's probably the toughest of the mile tracks that we have, that we run on any circuit. Yeah, I even put that up there with Dover Motor Speedway and them in terms of NASCAR and when this was around. So it's all about speed, conditioning, wearing out the tires, and then finding how to control your lines. You win here, then you really are setting the bar high for yourself. It's a very interesting course, and I think we're in for quite a treat. Now as I go and read my comment section here, make sure, and also my text messages saying, did you really just say that the new Phoenix is no fun, is worse than this place? I'm not saying it's worse. I'm just saying, to me, it's more of a challenge, more fun to figure out how to race this place than it is than the Phoenix we race these days. I'm not saying new Phoenix is bad. I'm just saying I really like how tough it is to control this place. And even Rattlesnake Robert Kahn's figured that one out a little bit. That was a little too hard in the corner there, Kahn. Trust me, I know. Two different bankings too here, guys. Like, you got the wide open range of turn 3 and 4 where you can pretty much kind of stab the throttle as much as you want. But then you got that corner in 1 and 2. You see how high that banking kind of shoots you off in towards the troublesome dog leg there, and then allows you to kind of roll through onto the corner. That's where all that speed transfers over to, and then there's some great opportunities to make some passes coming down this long gauge straightaway into that very tight, troublesome turn. Look for the drivers to work the bottom of the outside lane with the further they go with fender cars. With these open wheel modifieds, though, I gotta believe they're gonna be sticking towards the bottom if at all possible. Get a look at the inside of them too here, just to give you guys a little inside feel. Yeah, you pretty much got an open cask here. You can see pretty much everything inside them. But you can just hear the power too that Blount's using. Doesn't really have to get off the throttle too much. Pretty much stay in there if you wanted to and just get that raw deal off the track. And because they're open wheel too, and they're a lot more flattened out, they can actually get a little bit loose like that and save the cars pretty well. The only downside though is because they're that low to the ground, that also means they've got more wear and tear in terms of getting loose in control, which means that can end up being a complete dud for them if they mess up one bit. They've got to be very focused, keen on the tire, keen on the control, and keen on the steering. Don't let the car get out of hand. Don't let yourself get too out of hand. Focus on the track, and the rest will come to you. 120 laps to the distance coming up here in just a few short minutes. Qualifying about to come. So lap times right now currently, looks like I'm having a little bit of a live timing issue here, so do not fear. Currently I'm working to get that fixed up right now. I believe it has something to do with iRacing here, not us, so. But nevertheless, we're going to get them all down to the track here. Qualifying is just about to begin. Khan currently looking to be a favorite here with that 28.24. He's looking to try to set that time in the qualifying. So 7 drivers coming to the show. 7 drivers going to make it to the track. Who comes out on top? We're about to find out. Time on the clock, 5 minutes to qualify. Looks like Mike Rideout will be the first to join us out on the track. The number 76 Advanced Sim Racing MRM machine onto the circuit. Bit of a different paint scheme than I'm used to seeing Rideout in. Old Rideout usually has some very interesting designs out there. He's got one today that, best to me, just describes the 80s into the 90s a little bit. It's got that nice little pop glow to it. I'll give him that. Oh, I guess they're going to do open qualifying on this one, actually. So they're going to let the drivers go out on the track. I think that might be a little bit of an unfair advantage for some of these guys. Because, again, you heard what Khan said. If you're at second, you got that draft speed picking up because of that, because of the way the open modifieds work. I think that probably could give an advantage to whoever wants to be behind someone and take control from there. Official first time here set on the clock, 28.70, now 28.51. Eric Blount moving up into the number 1 spot. Here comes the number 3 of Michael Pratt to the track. And I raced Michael Pratt there, of course, on Tuesday night, on the Monday night series there when we broadcasted it Tuesday night. Pratt and I, man, we had a good battle there, but boy, did we sure fight each other for the heck of it. I had a lot of good times during that season so far, including my my Fable battle with him in Nashville, where he and I pretty much went side by side most of the race and wouldn't leave each other alone. Much respect to him, though. He and I kept it clean and we kept it fun, so. Of course, that doesn't mean for 1 second that I haven't thought about trying to race him a little bit harder every now and then, but I think he's thought the same thing with me, so. Robert Kahn now, he's going to set the fast time, 28.21. That is the new time. Now setting a time on the course here, 29.83. That is Steve Rada, piloting the number 8 today. It's supposed to be in the 08, but we're just going to say the 8 because that is a custom number he's got on that machine. He's looking to set a fast time here and looking to line off the draft from Eric Blount, the number 6. Again, if you can line that car up with the draft, you build so much momentum and so much speed to where it can bump you into spots like this. 28.35 for Rada. Actually puts like Treywick down a position here. Treywick only had a 28.39. And Khan just set a 28.18. He's now got the fastest time. Well, Khan got a 28.13, and Rada finally hits a 28.18. Blake Treywick sets the 28.26 there. It looks like there's a little bit of a problem down there for the number 3 of Michael Pratt. Either that or he just wants to kind of park it for now. Doesn't want to seem too worried about it. Yeah, these guys right now, I guarantee you, they probably are just locating themselves up more and more, when and where to strike from and where to go for. .19. Treywick now moving up another position there. Rada still holding down the second time spot there. Definitely got himself right into a comfortable position. Oh, time running out. Last laps are going to count here. They're going to be very important. Well, I'm going to try for one last Hail Mary attempt. Not much time left though to do it. it looks like right now the Rattlesnake is going to have all he wants. And then some. And times are set. Yes, the Rattlesnake will be the #1 seed. Treywick, oh, so close though. 28.15. Just could not get him there. It was a good time, but it's too little too late. The Rattlesnake is your #1 seed. Blake Treywick will be the 2nd spot. Steve Rada in the 3rd for the round out the top 3. Time to hit the intro and get to the track. Time for the Pit Stall Racing Series. So that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce to you your starting lineup for the day's action. Presented by Lightning Wrapz on the pole in the number 88. It is the Rattlesnake Robert Kahn on the outside, and the 56 is Blake Treywick. Row number 2 in the 8, Steve Rada. Outside of him, in the number 76, Mike Rideout. Row number 3 and the number 6 is Eric Blount on the outside. Then the big 3, Michael Pratt. Your final starter today, and the number 47, Ray Radford. That is your starting lineup for today's action. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, do we have a show in store for you guys. 7 drivers going for 120 laps to the distance. Oh, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight. And these guys know all that too well. That's why they are currently locking, loading, and preparing for what could be their toughest battle yet. Here we go now. Ray Radford not making the call, so 6 drivers will come to the track. First time ever on BT Race TV history, we've got Wheelen Modified Tour on the show. Adding on to the growing list and collection of cars we have yet to see on this broadcast. I think the only ones we're really missing at this point for open wheels are like the Indy, well, I would say the Indy cars, but thanks a lot, Motorsport Games. Anyway. The ones we already know for sure we're missing are the Silver Crowns, as well as the sprint car, asphalt sprint cars. I think that's the only ones we're really missing, really, that we need to see on the broadcast for the asphalt side with the open wheel. We've seen so many different cars, so many different variations, and so much unique racing. Boy, has it been fun to watch. Now it's time to see what happens when Wheelen Modified Tours come to the show. Off of turn number 4 here, it is time to bring it to the house and bring it to the track. Green flags out, 120 to the distance. Remember what Con said earlier too, you've got to be dead on that throttle. You've got to be ready to go, but at the same time, being that 2nd spot is a bit of an advantage here. So Blake Treywick's by taking the race lead early. He knows these guys are already going to be trying to draft up on him and get some speed going their way. Good charge there from the number 6, North Energy Drinks, number Eric Blount there. He's going for a runoff there. Mike Rideout takes control of it. Steve Rada right to the bottom, immediately dipping down low, looking to try to make a pass on the Rattlesnake Robert Kahn. And look at Kahn now. Locks up the draft. He's got Treywick right in his sights. To be honest, guys, I've only ever got 1 win with these modified tour cars, and it was my first win ever at Iowa Speedway. It was the only time I was ever finally able to put something together and get a win there. And so long till I got an Xfinity win, then a Honda Civic race win there, And speaking of a race win, Khan showing there is speed and power that can be used well if you time it right. Trewick fast on the inside and then the outside, and now it's Khan taking the lead. Ooh, this is already getting a little spicy out here. These guys getting some serious power off the corners and some run there as we go on board with Blount. Look at Rada there, getting a lot of run there up towards Khan. He's drafting right off him, and then he's just kind of powering off that corner there. Making it look relatively easy here and looking at pretty fun and interesting, I'll say. It's hard to drive these things though, man. I tell you, they are a handful to get figured out down there. Whoa, that could have been close. Rada dropped down in and then says hi to Blount. Blount says, what the heck are you doing, son? I don't need you over here. Oh, and Khan into the wall, way too aggressive out the corner. Here comes Rada down to the inside. Big jump in speed and power. For only 6 cars on the track, this is pretty interesting so far to see what they've been able to do with it. Rada has the line on the inside, but he couldn't get enough power off the exit to get the Khan. He's going to try to draft off him. He sets the middle groove. Now to the inside. No, no go. And now the drafters begin to lock horns. If they can get a draft up and then settle the car up, they can actually make some serious damage on those leaders there. It's already seemed to work. You see Rada, he's lined up. Look at how much power he's getting now off that just from working with him. He's got a lot of forward bite just by everyone locking up the cars. And look at this now. Jumble up the run now. Khan struggling to keep it up the pace. Now they go the outside trying to work with him. Well, they said you stay full throttle and you take it from there. I think right now Blake Trewick probably just figuring out how the heck to get back to him. May have made the mistake too early. These things are feisty, man. I love it. That's because I know it's open wheel racing, but man, these things are all over the place, and I love every minute of what I'm seeing. Gotta believe these things are harder than heck to drive in real life. I know probably the most famed track that I can think off the top of my head these cars race at is, or at least the SK Modifieds, is of course Stafford Motor Speedway, which yes is on iRacing, and believe me, I would love nothing more than to see a race there with these bad boys. And speaking of bad boys, look out for Eric Blount. Jump to the bottom in the NOS Energy Drink 6, looking for the pass, but he can't get around Khan because Rada jumped up there with him to help out. He's got to get behind either Blount or he's going to have to work with Khan a little bit more. Either way, Blount is in trouble if he doesn't get some help here. Or maybe not. He's going to give him the side panel there right off the turn. The metal frame of the Modified's giving just a little bit of a run, but it didn't quite get Khan loose enough. Oh, the side drafting on these bad boys and then pulled back up. Nicely done by the Rattlesnake. There's only 10 laps in. Wait a minute, I thought we were doing like 20 laps already. How the heck are they doing this so far? The 8FL, Steve Rada right now still pulling back from Mike Ridehouse. Right now you can see trying to get a little bit more of a run in the birds off the corners. And the steering on these things, again, they rarely turn in all that much. Really, a lot of it comes from the shock absorbers, the steering mount, and everything else. So this gives them a lot more room to breathe, a lot more room to work with. And honestly, it makes it just that much more difficult for others to make mistakes here and not take control. Running back down, look out for Rada, the 8FL right now looking to go back below the number 6 of Eric Blount as Khan continues to lead it out. Could Blount possibly losing a little bit of speed and ground there because of Khan blocking him down, or is he just simply just trying to save his tire up, save up the fuel? We've got all about that too. You can use fuel, you can use tire, and you can use a lot of wear and tear on these cars. Either way, you got to make it or break it here around these parts of town. Coming right in, is Blount going to give Khan the old bumper? In practice, Khan was testing that and see how much of a bumper could you give these guys, and he was pretty much picking on Trewick for a good majority of it. Ever since then, Raywick's been kind of keeping a little bit of a distance or a little bit of a watch around. Look at Blount. Oh my, that wheel is kicking. He is pushing. If he could just send it in hard enough into turn 1 and 2, he might have a chance to actually force Khan up a little more. And he's going to here, but it still didn't resonate enough. He couldn't get enough off the corner. Oh man, how many lives does Khan have in this case? He's getting luckier than he's getting luckier than a I don't know. I don't even know what the heck I was gonna say something, but I shouldn't say on a broadcast, so I gotta kind of keep that one out of the way. I was gonna say he's getting luckier than hitting 21 in blackjack at the blackjack table down there in Vegas. That's what I'll tell you. I had a little different line of frame reference, but I don't want to throw myself into the outhouse. But for those that may get the reference, I was gonna use a little hen house joke there. That's all I'll say. Speed wrapped off here. Michael Pratt in the number 3 way back in the pack there. You can see he is gapped up quite a bit from these guys. And you really have to be so close to these drivers, man. So darn fast. And yet so darn crazy to hold them out. If you ever so much give up too much speed, it will return in favor to the other driver. And speaking of the other driver, look at this now. Blake Traywick going back to his usual ways and trying to fight the drivers. The defending Titstar Race Series champion, at least on the main series, looking to show the boys that he is having some fun. Back on board with the 8FL of Steve Rada, and right now, currently, dealing with Blount, dealing with Khan, and it looks like maybe these guys may have been trying to just overdrive him a little too much. Now they're trying to back off a little bit, kind of keep their distance. You're probably wondering at home too, how the heck are they getting so much speed off the draft? Like, where is that exactly coming from? There are 3 particular things I learned with these modified cars. The first thing is the open wheel allows pretty much no airflow to just simply breeze right past you. The second thing is the shape of the body, the aerodynamics of the car, so low to the ground, low center of gravity, it builds more speed, more running. Look at this! Blount with a huge run right to the inside. Khan into the wall off of turn 1, and now opening for Blount. We have a new leader. And Khan, oh, definitely not happy about that. He sends it right into turn number 3. Oh my, that was a jump off if I ever saw one. Can Blount hold him down though? He's going to get all he wants here off turn 4. Bug Biden off from the number 21. Blount holds him down though. Khan sends it. Can he grip it? Ooh, he almost gets it in the rim. Blount goes in trouble. Blount is upside down on the turn number 2. We got a prop up and a caution out, and Pratt gets destroyed in the mix. Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to have to go to the replay and see, did Khan possibly drive Blount up a little too hard there, entering into that corner, and then exit through the corner. Presented by Fort Worth Screen Printing, here is the Peak Sim Race TV Instant Replay. Oh, that's close. It looks like he might have had a little thing or two to deal with it. That was a nasty collision there for old Pratt and Blount there. Both drivers just taking a tough little crumble there, and you can just see how hard these cars will flip. One more time here. Here's our drone cam. Oh, yeah, right there. There it was. There was contact between Khan and Blount. Sent Blount right up. Just that slight bit, though, off that exit was a bad spot. And then you can see the end result of it. Poor Blount, man. What a tough break there. Thankfully, they have 2 fast repairs. Although the motor just quit on that 6. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it to pit road. No, he's not going to be able to make it to pit road. He's trying to hurry. He's not going to get there. And I think Pratt's not going to get there either. The motors are gone on the 3 and the 6. So 1/6 away there. Tires and pit stops getting put up. Rada out first. Treywick second, right out. Third, Con fourth. The 8FL Rada again, a pretty good pit stop there. Eric Blount has jumped into pit road there. He has going to have a tow there, unfortunately. What a tough break for him there. Couldn't quite get himself what he needed to there. Coming back onto the green flag restart zone. We are back underway. Launching it down from the corner here. Blake Treywick takes the early advantage. Mike right out on the inside. Rada on the outside trying to hold him off. Blount Pratt right now currently trying to get back on the track, but as soon as I can get in there, but unfortunately right now that blown motor on both costs him extremely amount of pressure and time. And Blount finally getting out there. He's going to be about 3 laps down though. Oh, 2.5 I guess, but that's this case, but he's going to be in trouble if they catch him here. Treywick with the lead. Rada right behind right now, looking to kind of mass off that gas pedal, looking to line himself through the corners. Right out. Dealing with Con behind him there as we go on board. Treywick only having to deal with Rada right now means he can pretty much have all he wants and get a little bit more time to be able to sling room. Kind of surprised Mike right out and Con got separated out as far as they did out of the gate. That could be a bit of a problem and glaring issue they'll have to face up later. As there you see Eric Blount or Michael Pratt there. I think that is Blount. Yeah, that's Blount down there. Right in the fold and the mix. He's going to be in a bit of trouble here with these guys catching right up on his tail. I wonder though with Right Out and Con, can they actually catch back up to that position and catch Rada there? As we see Rada, he's at the fastest time of the day. 28.092 for his fast time. Right Out did get a little bit of speed there, so there could be a chance. I just don't know with that kind of gap, that kind of position, how hard it would be for any of these guys to really kind of stay within realm of reason, within the realm of speed. Although I've been very wrong before, and I know I could be very wrong here too, so we'll see. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but I love these onboard camera shots we get with these things. So Robert Cobb probably at this point, probably kind of hitting himself upside the head there, knowing he made a bit of mistake there. Unfortunately, with a hard race and getting into Blount, costing 2 drivers a chance to continue on, at least up into the top spots. We've known Con to be an extremely aggressive driver on those that, in his mind, deserve it, but I don't think he really feels like the ones he got into it deserved any of it. Caution out on the track again here. There's a problem out on the track. Robert Kahn Looks like he went for a bit of a ride down there, and looks like that's going to cost him here. I believe that was the caution flag there. Yep, that was for the 21, so it looks like he may have got a little too aggressive. Oh, right there. Same corner, too. Yeah, ouch. Goes for a bit of a ride there. Con trying to save it. Ends up almost setting himself upside down again. I've been in that shoe before. I've actually flipped over in that corner there. It's not fun. Trust me there. One more time. Look at it here from the rattlesnake's point of view. Almost goes upside down. Manages to save it there, but then when he gets off the throttle, you hear the thud there. He just takes off those little turtle shells there. Wait a minute. I just call the turtles a turtle shell. Why do we ever call them that actually in real life? That's what they should be called, the turtle shells. All right, I'll be right back real quick, folks. Gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab some something for the broadcast crew here. We'll be right back. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go now. We're getting them settled back down onto the track. 7 guys right now. 6 of them still remain. Blount currently 1 lap down. Michael Pratt back on the lead lap. Looking to take advantage of this here as they roll him back through off of turn number 4. Back to the green flag. We wave them. Early advance, Trawick from the corner again. Conning right out though, right in that speed boost section there. Now trying to get the drivers to draft off and catch them back through. Michael Pratt again trying to stay out of trouble by just staying way back low, right out in the wall, coming out turn number 4. And that slows the Advanced Sim Racing 76 down a few notches. Pratt maybe looking to take advantage. We'll see if he can line them off. Con now searching and hunting for a race lead. Trawick though got a good gap going for himself right now. I'm going to show you that blimp cam here because I want to show you guys how quick a draft can pick you up here in bits of speed. Con trying to get it up there with him. And the gap is shrinking. Went from about 3 seconds to a second now. It's only about 2/10 left to go. And right behind him, a big battle going on there between Rada and Blount. Blount trying to get his lap back. Oh, clips right out there of Rada there. Rada getting a little tap there from the tires. And that's one thing they say is don't touch the tires with open wheel cars. Because the fact is those things can absolutely destroy your run and destroy your car before you know it. Rada right now looking to kind of get back up there with Rideout and maybe up to the rest of the field here. Bit of a double down there as we're now 1/3 of the way there almost. Treywick obviously got to be feeling a little bit of pressure and feel a little bit of that speed and boost, the power he's getting off of the turns. Con right there with him, and could Con possibly 2 days in a row with 2 different series, 2 different leagues go victory lane tripping yet again. He's got 2 wins in a row right now, back to back so far in the Six Sigma Sim Racing end from WBT Raceway and Pocono. Now looking to try to get a win in the Pitstall Race Series little mini season, if you will. Again, this is not always going to be just the Xfinity cars or Wheelen Modifieds this season, this week, next week. It'll be a completely different subject in a whole different car. What are we doing? Dirt Street Stocks at Bristol Dirt. That's right, they're back, baby. The Bristol Dirt and the Dirt cars are back on the track. But then on the 13th of July, how about this one? Legend 34th at Lanier National Speedway. How long's it been since we covered that? The Pitstall Race Series then will bring us Pro 2 Lights at Bark River. And then we'll have a little bit of a vacation time. I'll actually be out of the country again, so do not fear, I will be broadcasting a little bit while I'm out there with just some different stuff. But when we return, it's August 17th, the Pitstall. And I've got a treat for you guys. GT3s at Nürburgring Nordschleife. And then, of course, on the 24th of August, Super Late Models at North Wilkesboro Speedway. And then to end it all, August 31st, Mercedes AMG W13s at the Indy Oval. Did you think I stuttered? No. I literally mean the F1 Mercedes-Benz car that iRacing released at Indianapolis Oval. Wrap your heads around that. But nevertheless, I think we may be in for a fun show, so stay tuned for that one. Right out Radar right now, losing a little bit of time between Treywick and Con as Blount currently tries to fire off with Con and Treywick to get the race lead. Blount again trying to get the lap back here in this case, not the race lead I should say. Being a bit of a thorn there, Con and Treywick certainly doesn't do them any good. And for right out and Radar right now, they're currently just trying to hope for a little bit of a breather, a little bit of time to kind of catch up here. You know, I'm so used to throttle control and throttle steering here. It's kind of weird to just see these guys kind of just only light up a little bit and then just go full send with these cars. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I completely forgot. We were talking about the aerodynamic properties of why this car is so fast. I left off at the chassis and then the build of it. Again, it lower to the ground, chassis kind of centered off. The spring rates and everything kind of driven in more towards that center of gravity. It really forces drivers to get a lot more grip and power with the G-force kind of controlling down the bottom end from dirty airflow around the car. But then the other selling point, the spoiler in the back. Notice that big spoiler there. That thing, what it does is it allows these guys to pretty much have a wide open range of letting the airflow move down across the top of the body all the way to the back, pretty much increasing more momentum and more grip. The bigger that spoiler, the more power you retain, but also it can be a bit of a downside because, again, the bigger that spoiler, the more dirty airflow, you can also get trapped inside of it. And it can make passing opportunities extremely difficult. Yes, it makes it faster, but that doesn't mean anything if you can't figure out how to roll the corners off. Blake Treywick right now still keeping his distance up, keeping his momentum down on the track here. Seems to be kind of locked and loaded here with where he's playing to and where he wants to go with this. So I'm not surprised there, but at the same time, I think he's kind of trying to figure the best way to deal with Blount here if he wants to make that pass on him. Certainly would be a bit of a rough ride here for him, but he knows he needs to keep control of the lead, so that may mean giving up that spot to Blount so he can deal with Khan back there. Or maybe a little too late there. Here comes Khan on the inside. And this is the first time we're going to see someone try to pull a pass on the inside without the assistance from someone else getting to the wall. Khan's going to use the assistance of Blount. He forces Blount right up to the lead, so he does get at least one driver to pass on the inside with that workaround. But unfortunately for him, Treywick trying to use that to his advantage until Khan decides to throw the haymaker. Here comes the Flying Aces TV21. Oh, Treywick's got to be a little bit annoyed about that one. He got lap traffic to deal with, and he forced himself into this deal. Blount, though, this is the same issue he had last time with Khan, which was he was right up on that march. The next thing you know, he was up in the wall, backs it down. Now Treywick almost the inside, or right side, I should say. Almost had a little bit of power off, as right out is right there with it. This is some great short track racing on the mile-long Phoenix Raceway between these heavy hitters. And now right out intervenes on the party. Treywick right now still trying to use Blount as a bit of a shield, a bit of an opening to get to him. Right out just trying to get a big run from the corners and through the drive-off zone. So much raw power and so much speed these guys endure. It's amazing to me that they can even just simply just kind of turn in a little bit and roll through the corners as well as they do. Pulling him back a little bit from the corners, Mike right out. Big pass there on Treywick. Maybe Treywick starting to blow off a little bit, lose the speed there. Right now, Khan currently getting his leads more separated out. Mike Rideout, though, he knows a thing or two about fast cars and some draft speeds here, guys. If there is a guy that would love nothing more than to finally put one in the top spot and win one out, I think it might be him. Well, halfway approaching the end of this one here, guys. And right now, the Rattlesnake, Robert Collins, still leading him down. The rest of the field just trying to hang in there a little bit. Michael Pratt, the number 3 here, back with the 8FL of Steve Rada. Oh, Rada, look out! Oh, that's trouble! That's trouble! That's in trouble! Rada has been wrecked out off of turn number 2 there from the number 3, and Michael Pratt. Looked like Rada lost a little bit in the turn. And next thing you know, all of a sudden it breaks out, completely messing up his entire race. Halfway done. Here's the reason the caution flag came out of this one. Right into the wall. Pratt just slaps him, and then, oh man, that did not have to feel good. I got the whole driver's side door on that one. Took a nasty, nasty tumble there. I can't even believe he got out. I can't believe he just drove right off from it. Yeah, I guess. Gets into the wall. Then he gets a hit, gets wicked loose, steers that thing right into a bad spot, and then ouch. In fact, he even refired it and got that thing going when he did, man. Testament to his toughness and his credibility. That is certainly something. And instant repair job now coming up. Gone right out. Treywick and Pratt right now going to settle themselves in. Rada going to join them as well. That certainly is going to put them in a bit of trouble here and a bit of a workaround. Brett Treywick, all that's not going to help him at all. Gone right out. Almost looked dead even on the tire strategy there. Instant repair for the 8FL. You see a smoke clear on that thing, so he's okay to return out there. Treywick, ooh, gets it right up ahead. Takes his time, gets about a full second out, despite missing his pit stop there a little bit. And Rada, the last one out. But that means everybody is back on the lead lap, and Eric Blount looking to try to get a little bit more fuel and tire strategy playing in here. Could make the difference. We're going to lead him back down that back straightaway here, ladies and gentlemen. Treywick, Pratt, Kahn, right out, Rada, Blount. The 6 drivers remaining in this. We're going to bring him back off the corner edge here from turn number 4. Treywick looking to narrow the gap down, looking to build the speed, the power. Running it down for the green flag start. There's the green flag. Pratt immediately backing down a little bit there. Rada jumping right in there. And Pratt getting a lot of power exiting off of turn number 2. 3 wide. That's trouble. And Rada gets a piece of Pratt off of turn number 3. Oh my. I'm not sure if that was in his mind payback for what happened there in turn 2, but definitely didn't seem to really care or mind at that point. That was a tough little deal there. Yeah, Pratt cannot be a happy camper about that one. That was a bit over cornered there, even for the sake of Rada there. Let's take a look at it. You can see the suspension going to work there as well. You can see the way the tires kind of fold and then move and crease there. Pratt certainly can't be a happy camper about that, though. That was definitely a, I'm not going to say a blatant hit, but it looked pretty close to it if you ask me. Rada going to pit road here. We'll see what happens on his strategy in, but yeah, that was a nasty, nasty little tumble they took there in the corner. So past halfway, still plenty of racing to go here. We'll have to see what Khan does here with this start. Eric Blount also in that mix and in that hunt. They'll roll him right back off through turn number 4. Flying Ace TV 21 again. Well, he's got that 6 NOS Energy Drink machine right beside him. Down to the green flag restart zone. Firing back at Phoenix. Well, we've seen hits, we've seen spins, we've seen collisions. Now let's see what happens when we get this restart up. Hard drive off, Blount. Trying to keep Khan honest here. Those two earlier on had a great battle there. Will we see another one in transpire here? I think we might see a little rivalry of room between these two now. Pratt jumps it ahead of Rada, and I don't think Pratt wants anything else to do with him now. Looking to try to get ahead of the distance and back into the gap. Mike Rideout kind of in the proverbial bad spot. He's kind of in no man's land with these guys the way they're racing here. You can see the suspension doing its job there on Rideout's camp there as he gets it right up to Trawick. Trawick backed up there, but couldn't quite make a pass from Rideout. Here comes Michael Pratt, the number 3. Huge gain of speed, huge gain of ground. Sends it. Trying to hold it. Nice line there. Nice drive up, but Pratt not quite able to make the pass. Now Rada back in it. They don't want to be dead last. They want to be in that 4th spot. Rideout doesn't want anything to do with them back there. Blount looking to try to get a win after so long out of the spotlight. Khan trying to just continue his winning ways. He told me earlier today it's been so long since he's been on a roll and that he's been able to feel like this. He says he feels like he is in a better place. I can certainly attain to that. I think it's the new wheel and new setup he had to get used to. It just took him time. For me, when I got this new beast that I have for a direct drive, but he's got the same thing he's got. It didn't take me long. Ah! But this could take him a little bit to get used to. Gets clipped and oh my! Rada upside down on the front straightaway, gets flipped up and destroyed in the noose. And just amused there, unfortunately gets abused in the corner there and then off the rollers and into the trailer. Oh my, that was a nasty, nasty collision there. It looked like Blount was trying to kind of keep himself occupied with Khan. Instead, the nose just catches a little bit. I don't know if that was necessarily intentional by Blount. Doesn't look like it from that angle, but ouch! Oh my. Both guys just kind of looking on at each other, and I think Khan was just trying to say, like, what was that about? And I don't even think they even know, but unfortunately for Rada, his day may be all but done and over with. Let's take a look. Here's one more look at the replay. See that sparks just flying on this thing. Man, the metal parts and everything just scraping along. Oh, that was a nasty little wreck. Well, Rada got flipped back over, actually. I think he got a little help there from somebody. It might have been Khan, actually, that flipped him back over. So good on them for helping out. Eric Blount, though, I gotta believe right now, is not a happy camper with how that goes, nor is Khan. As Straywick now looks like he may be starting to get just a little bit more comfortable to possibly walk away with this one. Well, at this point, I don't know what to tell you guys. All I know is you're just going to have to sit back, relax, and watch the rest, because I don't know what the heck's going to happen next. Green flag back up. Treywick immediately taking the lead. Michael Pratt, though, fighting that quickly. Mike right out. Steve Rada moves his way back into position here. Cut around. Oh, man, Rada right into the wall. There is now Pratt. Huge run off. Cut Treywick there in the corner. And now Mike right out. Trouble there coming down from turn number 2. Car seems to have gotten blown up a little bit. And now caution back out. Trouble there. Go get them with the caution. I couldn't really see what all happened there. I know I saw Rada get into the wall protection. We'll just start from there, I guess, in this case. So, right out. You can see he gets right up there with Rada. Rada got on the wall. Right out was trying to stay out of him. Khan really just drove right in, got him big time there. Got him tied off, and then Rada clips him. And that's where all the other troubles began from. Let's take another look at it here, see if we can get a little onboard camera here. Whoa! That was a bit of a wild hit there, and then that hit, oh boy. Yeah, these cars are definitely getting these guys a little bit more weary and a little bit more out of control in terms of what they can do with them here. Not sure what exactly they'll do from there. So here we go now. 40 laps turned to 39 laps left to go here. At this point, I mean, you don't even know what's going to happen. I couldn't even begin to even think about what could happen here. All I know is Treywick, Rada, Blount, Kahn, Rideout, Pratt, and Radford have got their work cut out for him here. We're going to roll them off through turn number 4. The green flag back on up. We're running them down again. Blount, Treywick, Kahn, the top 3, Rada, Rideout, and Pratt all in that mix too. It looks like Pratt giving a little something there to Rideout, having a little fun down there with him. Right, Blount. Oh no, not again, not again! Blount and Con right off of turn number 2 again! Blount in the wall, Con nowhere to go, and another clip in ahead. Oh boy. Oh man, are you kidding me down there, guys? Such a great start out of the gate, then the next thing you know, it looks like the floodgates opened up, and now it's whatever just stays on that wall. Con just drove it right into Blount there. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, I know he was trying to probably catch the corner, but it's the second time today. Well, he was loose. Con looked like he was trying to steer it off, but didn't quite catch it. I'll call that a racing ordeal, but I will say Con probably could have gave a little bit more room there to Blount coming from the exit there. Granted, that's my personal take. You guys be the judge of it in the comment section down below, but yeah, it's not looking good down there, guys. Alright, there we go. I got the mic back on. There we go. Green flag back out. 30 laps left to go this next time around here. And right now, Treywick at this point running on overdrive and just trying to hold down any last bit of remaining speed these guys might have for him. At this point, it looks like if you're the leader right now, you may be in the best position. Those Wrapz are not exactly getting enough speed to corner off on you. So that could be the difference maker between success or failure. You can see Blount backing down. Didn't quite want to get close to him. That gave old Rada a chance to make a move. Didn't quite work out in his favor either. Onboard camera here. Michael Prowse, he looks to try to see a way to the inside. Tire wear again, really not factoring much. It's mainly been the power of the control and how the car handles in that draft and in that steering brigade. One wrong little turn though, it sends yourself into the shadow realm. And now this close together, it now becomes a fight out. We're trying to hold on. Blount looking for a little bit of a gap to swing from. Brad and Rada down off that turn 4 exit. They are sending it down their way into the old inferno of speed. You can just see how close these things will get to, man. They will get so close. They touch as well. Oh! Oh, Rada, hang on. He's on the wall again. Brad and Rada today probably just cannot stay out of that mess or stay out of their own way, unfortunately. Rada knows they can't afford any more damage there. He's already suffered enough. Brad and him just look like those two will not leave each other alone the rest of the time being. They'll race each other the way they want to, I guess. Eric Blount trying to keep his gap up, looking to try to keep his speed down with Trawick looking for the win here, but it's Blount looking for a run, looking for a seam, looking for anything he can get. No go. Not yet, anyway. Personally, if you ask me, I think Trawick honestly has the advantage all around. I think Blount, he may need to send it a little harder into him and force him to kind of take a little bit of a nudge to open up the corners. 25 laps left to go. I think the problem, though, is the fact that you can see how the car is offset. It's more offset to the right, obviously, which allows you to steer in a lot better and actually gain more ground through the corners. So what that does is, in a case like this, it allows drivers to make these big moves to the inside, but it's hard to pass when you can't get enough drive and enough bite off. It looks like Michael Pratt's starting to notice that too. A little bit loose though, coming on turn number 4 for the number 6, and now it's Pratt jumping in. Pratt's not won a race in the Pit Stall Race Series in so long, let alone on PT Race TV in quite some time. Could he be possibly looking to change that now? Meanwhile, back and behind him, Rideout and Rada still going at a little bit here. As you see, Blount almost ripping up the corner there of the number 3. Pratt trying to build his speed off, trying to stick with it. .23 laps left to go. Blount currently hanging in there. Pratt looking to get a little bit more run there to Trawick if he can. Possibly look to try to move his mark in between there. Can't quite seem to find the distance of the corner off there that he was hoping for, but he's still hanging in there, and Trawick knows it too. Going down low, Pratt looking for the inside, looking for a move off. Trawick just going to run the middle and run to the outside. And that power off the exit again with the way the banking is, it gives them plenty of raise to move around the turns. Pratt getting a chance here. Trawick gonna hold him down. Oh, he didn't hold him down enough. That's a bobble. That was a mistake. He had to force himself up too high. Blount right in the mix now. He forces up the position. Oh, this is a 3-car love affair for the win. Now 18 laps remain down to cross the straightaway. As Blount possibly trying to get Pratt to make a mistake with him there. You can see driving the outside line that much, it does have its consequences. It's high risk, high reward. But without too much control over there, you're going to end up sending yourself to the shadow realm. Trying to hold it up there, it's very difficult, but that's what they need to do. Blount gonna have to back off and have to work with Pratt a little bit. He's gonna have to try to settle him back down and settle him through the corners. You can see what Pratt's trying to do now. He's gonna try to draft back up on Treywick, trying to line him up. Again, once they line the draft up, then they have a chance to make it work here. Treywick is not infallible here. We saw it earlier. He's been passed up by simply getting run down there by Blount. Could he possibly give another chance up to him? $14 laps left to go. And right now it is the top three that have any close connections to possibly taking this one down a notch. Steve Rada, Mike Rideout, Robert Kahn separating themselves out quite a bit. Kahn, at this point, probably just wanting to stay out of this here. Pratt, Blount, and Treywick right now gapped up a bit, and you can see the gap is shrinking even more. Treywick knows if Pratt or Blount find one big run to use on him, he's going to have to work for every inch he's got. Pratt looks like he's getting a little bit too hard off the exit there, losing too much control. I think the right side tires may be starting to cook a little on him. Treywick's certainly seeing it, and he's starting to use it to his advantage. You watch the exits, notice how straighter they are coming off. That's what you want to see. Blount, though, wasting no time. He's going to force Pratt up a little harder in the corner there. Oh, and he gives him the old love tap there, but does back down a bit. Who will make that opportunity work more? Pratt backed off. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. The three. Serious issues for the three. He's got a problem. Caution's out. Michael Pratt's motor completely destroyed and devastated on the track there, and he's lost every bit of what he had left. What the heck just happened? Running for second, all of a sudden this happens. I'm not sure if he lost power or what happened, but everything completely just shut right off on him. And then now all of a sudden, the entire race just got flipped on its head. Yeah, he just lost power there, and then the steering, I don't know what happened. All I does know is that just completely threw every single driver back into an even playing field here. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 6 laps left to go. This could get interesting. Green flag back down. Who's taking it home? Pratt is out. We're down to 5 drivers. Treywick looking to be the favorite. But he's going to have even more aggressive levels of racing here if he does get caught up too. Con and Blount backing it out a little bit. Right out. Rada right now going head to head. Treywick trying to hurry out of here. Oh, back into the wall again off turn 4 for Rada. This time right out. Nothing to do with that one. That was all on Rada. And caught. Oh no! Up into the wall. And he sends it off down to the shadow realm there. Blount out of the race as well. Trouble down there, and it looks like so many more issues going down for these guys. Treywick is pretty much all left to race. Oh, is he? Both drivers off a turn 4. Are you kidding me? And Con, oh my God. Con just smashed right in. Are you serious? Are you absolutely serious? Rada is able to refire right out. I don't know if he's got any instant repairs left, but this is absolutely madness. This is almost sickening, guys. I made a joke a long time ago that I said if I ever see all the cars have to retire from a race, and the race is called from everyone wrecked out, I think I might have to retire from the booth. I almost think we may see that now. Right out, Rada just way too aggressive coming down that straight. Con smacked in between, and all of a sudden, all hell just breaks loose again. What on earth is going on down there? Drilled off. Look at it right out. He took a wild ride there, and the next thing you know, Con, trying to avoid it, just completely demolishes that 76. Oh my word. Let's look at it one more time. Con wasn't even trying it at this point, honestly. I think he's at this point, he's just done. He just didn't want to quit. He was trying to stay away from these other drivers and stay out of trouble, and he tried to avoid right out there, and yeah. Ended up destroying himself in the process. We got 3 green-white checkers right now coming up. Eric Blount currently a lap down. Treywick, your leader, right out, currently coming out of the track. Con and Rada right now both getting their equipment fixed up. If they have anything left they can fix on them. Treywick may honestly just be the only guy out there on his own. Right out's currently a lap down. I don't think I've ever seen this happen, folks. I don't even know what to say. I really don't even know what to think about this one, guys. Like, this is completely ridiculous. Con and Rada right now, they are going to be caught up there by the leader if they don't figure something out here. Do they have too much damage on the equipment? That's the question. I think they're going to get past here. Rada's out. He's going to get it out of there in time. Cut it close. But whatever damage he can fix, he fixed it. Con's out. Con is still in pit road. Unreal. Mike Rideout and Steve Rada are going to get a chance to go at it again with Treywick. I just don't believe it, though, guys. I really just do not believe it. And Treywick probably just thinking, why are they going to pass for this one? Let me just race it out and win this one. What else can happen? This is probably the weirdest and just most unprecedented race I think I've seen in quite some time, guys. Whoever wins this one out, my hat's off to you guys. Ninth caution of the day. First of 3 green white checkers if they have to go that route. Trawick right out Blount, the final 4. Which driver takes it home? Trawick is going to block the heck out of that bottom. Green flag is out. Rada immediately trying to line him up. Right out and Blount gonna go at it. Trawick coming through turn number 3 and 4. One more lap to go. Trawick just needs to stay in touch. Rada needs to try to find anything left he can get out of it. I think Trawick, though, has got this one lined up pretty solidly. Hole shots the bottom. Off through turn number 2 from the dog leg to enter into 3 and come down to turn number 4. Checker's coming out. Blake Trawick, last week's winner, this week's winner, back to back for the 56. What a race for Blake Trawick, and another monkey off his back. The defending champion goes back to back in 2 weeks in a row, sticking it to the drivers and to the man himself and taking everyone by storm. Early on, it looked like he was going to get himself into trouble, and instead he finds a way to stay out of it. Pops off with a great victory for him and his team. We're trying to figure out how he can get some donuts out there, some burnouts. I don't think those things will actually do any burnouts there, sir. He's gonna try. He's trying to figure it out. Oh, he's gonna throw it in reverse. How about that? Alright, well, we'll let him have his fun. There are results on your screen presented by Fort Worth Screen Printing. Trawick, your winner. Rada second, right out going third. Blount fourth, Con fifth, rounds out the top 5. Your third place finisher, Mike Rideout, now joins me here into the booth here. The number 76 coming away with a solid third end to this one. And Rideout, man, you had a lot of mishaps and a lot of time to have to face up against these guys. But talk to me about this one, sir. This one looked like it was a just blatant shootout from corner to corner to have to go out with these guys today. Right, you got a copy down there?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's been a pretty good race all in all. You know, it's been a while since I raced these cars, and it was pretty competitive all around. It's a pretty good run, I got to say.
Yeah, that third place finish today. I know it's been a very long time since you've actually been able to get this thing to that top spot and to that position. I mean, what does it mean for you to finally be able to pop up with the third place after so long out of the spotlight there?
Well, it always feels good to get a podium, you know.
For sure there. Well, anybody want to thank for this third today?
I definitely thank the guys hosting this league. It's, you know, my first season, I guess, with this crowd, and it's been a pretty good race with these guys. And, yeah, thanks everyone.
For sure there. Well, nevertheless, right out. Congratulations bringing it home for third today.
Thanks, Chris.
Mike Rideout, ladies and gentlemen, taking home a solid third place finish today. Your second place finisher, though, Steve Rada threw a little bit of a final draft there to Trawick, but unfortunately, not quite enough there, though. Rada, congratulations, though, still sticking it to a second place finish. I know you had a very wild little wreck there on that for the last caution came out. Talk me through when that happened. Where at this point we just thinking it was kind of game over, really wasn't anything left on Trawick.
Yeah, I was thinking completely it was game over. After getting that hit into the wall twice, I know the 3 apologized to me. And the other car, I can't remember what number it was, but both times I thought I had zero chance, and luckily caution did come out, and I had a chance to get back up there and fight for it.
Yeah, I came back and fight for it, try to hang down across the plains and the track here. Obviously, I know there was a lot at stake here. I know you obviously was trying to get that win after a while out of the spotlight. I mean, what would it mean to you today to be able to just know that you kind of came out with a podium and you put up a good fight to the end of this one?
Was really hoping I could at least pull off the win. Couldn't, but it's not a big deal. I'm happy with at least the podium. Hopefully, the next race I can have a better chance of being Blake.
For sure there. Well, anybody want to thank for the second place today, sir?
Yes, I want to shout out to Firelight Esports, Blake Trewick, because he was giving me compliments during this whole entire race of how I was doing. Brett's Coffee Co., Extra Life, IMB Raceway, Light Stuff, Hog Evolution, and Do the Move, along with designs by JS.
All right, Rada, congratulations, bringing it on home, second place today, sir.
Thank you.
Rada, your second place finisher today after a long, grueling battle, but this guy will take it home to victory lane. Ladies and gentlemen, Blake Trewick, back-to-back weeks in victory lane, and Trewick, yet again, sir, a whole another car to have to figure out and adapt to, and it seemed like you did okay with that, considering how everything went.
I've never raced these cars before tonight, and man, was that a blast. Like, we might have had a small field, but we put on one heck of a show. Like, that was exciting.
The first part of it, really, to me, was pretty much that, and then some, with a bit of a drive-off and a bit of a fight-out for whoever could take the lead away. But after that, then all of a sudden, it kind of looked like it became a kind of kamikaze mission just for survival. For you, though, once you got to the front, really, it just seemed like you never looked back.
Yeah, after a couple of wrecks in the back there, I'm like, I'm just gonna, instead of save, I'm just gonna stay up front here, because you don't know what's gonna happen back there. It was intense to watch in the mirror there.
It had to have been, but hey, man, at the end of the day, you give the top spot a new name, and you get the honor of winning it out again. Who do you want to thank you for this one, sir?
Week in, week out, this league for putting on great races, great car track combos here. Obviously, you guys in the broadcast booth putting on a good show. My best friend wanted a good shout out, so to the fattest land whale I know, Daniel, this is for you.
Hey, all right. Well, definitely, you haven't heard that one on the show before, but Trewick, congratulations.
Thank you.
I have no comment. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your results and your end race there. Thank you again to our friends at Fort Worth Screen Printing for their sponsoring the show, and also check out John T. Garrett's Twitch channel for more support. And, of course, the Lightning Wrapz, a big thank you to them for everything they do. Fans and friends alike, thanks so much for tuning in. We love you guys. Until next time, see you soon.